Hello, everybody. Welcome to LT Outdoors Sunday Night Live Chat Q&A. I'm going to share this real quick here on Facebook, just for anybody that's curious tonight about getting on. Hopefully everything goes good. We've got quite a bit of snow out there. Ruby, you stop. All right. There we go. Shared. Hey, Bill, how you doing? Ruby, come here. Hey, Don. How's it going, buddy? Hey there, Neil. Happy New Year, Joe. Happy New Year, Charles. I hope you guys are all having a great weekend. Hopefully everything's been going good for you guys. Got lots of stuff to talk about tonight. I got some new lures to show off. I've got some furs that I'm going to auction, some skulls I'm going to auction. Lot of cool stuff. Ruby's on the window, and I'm going to have to get her off of the window or she's going to bust it. You better lay down. I hate when she does that. She broke a window. I don't know if I told you guys, but last year she busted the one window. I still haven't got that replaced. What's cracking? How you doing, Matt? Hey, sis. Been on the river, some perch? Heck yeah, man. Nice. Hey there, Jen. Happy New Year. I hope you like the thumbnail for this one. Happy New Year, Mike. How you doing, buddy? Hey, Michelle. How you doing? Well, Happy New Year to you and Matt. Thank you. Yeah, I went to on the ice. Yep, went up there to Fletcher's and it's wide open. Yeah, I think we're gonna. I'm gonna go check ice this weekend. I really think we're gonna be on ice, but yeah, I'll keep doing updates too. Happy New Year, Bill. Hey there, Rick. Long time no chat. Hey there, Joe. Happy New Year, buddy. Hey there, Dan. How you doing, man? You have to let me know if you ever get some ice behind the shop there, Dan, because I am waiting. Good. I'm glad, Jen. I'm glad. I hope you guys enjoy that thumbnail from tonight. If you took a good look at it, you'll see that there is something new on there. Well, Gemma's bringing me a toy. She wants to say Happy New Year, I guess. Whoa. But did something new the other day with Jen and Mark that get on here, and they took me out snowshoe hare hunting. First time I'd ever even seen one, and I think you're really gonna like the video. It turned out really good. So yeah, you'll have to let me know how you like it, and yeah, it's just gonna be something new for the channel. I think you're gonna like it. Oh, hey there, Rich. How you doing, buddy? Out on a boat on Grand? Oh, I'm sure of that. Yeah, 5 inches on a local lake. Yeah, we're not going to have any for quite a bit. I'm sure of that. Happy New Year, Rick. Rick says hi, Jammers. Yep, that's your best buddy, Uncle Rick, huh? Happy New Year, Barry. Thank you, buddy. Thank you very much, Brad. I appreciate it. If you guys haven't already, please hit that thumbs up. Much appreciated. Like I said, I do have a lot to talk about tonight. I did get a new vehicle, and tonight's auctions are going to go towards paying that off. I have to pay it off by the end of January, so I don't have very long. But it was $2,000, and I think I can come up with that here, especially in a month. So Jen says, hi, Jammers. Yeah, she's your best friend, huh? Oh, she can't wait to see you on the ice, Jen. Hey, Max, how you doing, brother? You probably been out fishing off the boat, I'm sure. Yeah. Oh, the snowshoe was so neat, man, and it was funny because I had one guy that was trying to give me the runabout on Facebook about it being easy, but it definitely, because there was no snow, right? It wasn't easy. It was in a swamp. I didn't shoot it while it was sitting. This was a full out run. It was a blast. Over 10 minutes, I believe, but you're gonna like it. It was a fun day. A lot of barking from the beagles, and yep, it was just a lot of fun. Oh, that's cool, Max. Yeah, the weather's been really good for the open water fishermen. That's for sure. Yeah, me and Rick were talking about going down to fish the Saginaw tomorrow, and I'm not sure now. I got to keep an eye on it. I don't know about the rest of you, but we got snow. We got a lot more snow than they said we were gonna. At least we weren't supposed to have any accumulation, and we're covered. So I don't know. I'll have to see what the river's like. Because for any of you that's fished the Saginaw, if you get some rain or snow down there, it really messes things up. That fast water and the mud and the runoff from the fields and all that makes up for a bad trip. And I don't like driving that trip down there for a bad trip. So we might have to reschedule for Wednesday, but we're going to go down and get some walleyes nonetheless. Got things charging up. Um, Snow and rain now. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, snowshoe are crazy fast, Bill. I was shocked. I even did a slow motion of that clip because you'll see when it comes up, and I couldn't even get a shot when it stopped for that second. It was just so fast. And when I did shoot, it was way in the thick stuff. So, yeah, a lot of fun though. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it, brother. I'm hoping to have another good year of slaying beavers this year. Countdown at the river. Are you on the Detroit River again, Max? Happy New Year's to you too, Brad. Thank you. Everything iced over this morning. Well, that'd be cool. I know it didn't happen here. I mean, we didn't even get snow today till, I don't know, it was around 3 o'clock. But hey there, Johnny. Yeah, we're really hoping, we were hoping to get down there, wanted to go. Like I said, we've still got it in our heads that we're going tomorrow, but we're gonna keep an eye on the reports. I'll check the flow data in the morning and all that good stuff just to make sure, because like I said, you don't want to go down there and mess it up. But I really don't know how much, but everything is covered. I'd say we got at least a couple inches out there right now. Yep, not too sure about it. But one thing I wanted to do, we're both bringing our Vexilars. It's something I've never done as a Vexilar off the boat, so we were gonna do that. Bringing our ice rods, we were actually gonna jig ice rods off the boat, and we're also bringing the big rods in case the ice rod thing didn't work out. But I'm sure it would. I was gonna have fun with that, and I wanted to jig. I'm gonna show you guys some of the new Widowmaker stuff I got here that I wanted to show off that I know is gonna work really good, but also, I was gonna bring my jigging wraps because I know those will be really good too down there right now. So, Detroit River. All right, man. Well, let me know how you do down there. Should be a lot of. I see I got 30 of you watching and only 11 thumbs up. If you could hit that thumbs up button, I appreciate it. I am gonna have auctions tonight. I've got two different furs that I'm gonna auction off and two skulls. That's what's gonna be going on tonight. Hey, Nikki, Happy New Year, buddy. I want to show you guys in this box right here. This is one of the cool little Widowmaker boxes. I just filled this the other day with their newest jigs. These babies right here are made of tungsten. So they are, even though they're not think so, but like for a jig that size, it's a lot heavier than it should be. And that's what's great about tungsten. I've mentioned it a million times, and their color patterns are great. I love this gold and black. It's kind of like the classic Rapala style. They've got this nice bubble gum and white. They've got some really good colors on here, but these are their new tungsten jig heads, and they even have smaller sizes here. But those ones I think would be good for down in the Saginaw or just vertical jigging in general. That's their smallest one that they have. I love that style of vertical when it's vertical like that, when you tie it on and it's perfectly vertical, it's really nice. Works great for minnows or even a crawler you want to throw on there because you jig it and that crawler is going to, just work perfectly. So these are great jig styles and they have some awesome colors. So make sure you check out widowmaker.com. Use the discount code that I have on there so that it helps me a little bit. But yeah, they've got a lot of new colors on here. That chartreuse one, it's kind of like a fire color or a fire tiger all in one right there, the green, the red, the white. It's all just a nice jig head. So, yep, super excited though. Make sure you check out their new tungstens. Tungsten jigs are going to be all the new thing. I think they're going to just stop making lead before long. Yep, stinger hooks for sure. Yep. Oh, you're welcome, Nikki. Another new jig that they got out, guys. These are really neat. I'm going to show you all the sizes, but then I'll probably pull the bigger ones out just because they'll give you a better idea what they are. These are their new bugs. Look at these things with these guys. I'm sure you've seen styles like this before. Look at that glow. The glow of the eyes is just really cool. These are UV glow on these eyes. This is their other new thing. Again, this is Widowmaker lures, and I'm excited to be getting into this. I just got this is their newest stuff here, so I'm pretty pumped to show it all off. But it's got these are hair jigs. They got a little bit of hair on the back end there. I bet you could throw these or jig these through the ice with no bait at all and do really good because those bluegills and stuff would smash that hair on the back end of it. And it's cool. They got the big beady eyes. It's just like there are certain styles of flies out there like this, but this is what they started making here at Widowmaker, and they're going to be great. Again, they got a bunch of different colors of those as well. And there's one more new one I want to show you called the Dragonfly. I really like that red one in there. I think that red one's going to be destructive. This is their other new one. Well, you can see I've got my Nicole Stone box here chucked full of nothing but, this is all Widowmaker lure. Ones down here that kind of look like a banana. These are called the Dragonfly. And again, they all have a beautiful, really bright UV glow to them. And I like how these are going to be angled upward too. That to me, that's perfect when the hook is facing upward like that, because you can get some really good action out of your baits, and I think you get a better hook set too when the fish come in and suck that up. But as you can see, they're shaped like a banana. This is their new one, the Dragonfly, and this is widow, or they call it not Wonder Bread, they call this one Widow Bread. But make sure you check that out too. Those are really going to be destructive this season. Barry, I don't think I've never seen a tungsten jig bigger than a half ounce, which is, a half ounce tungsten's pretty dang heavy, but I've never seen one bigger than the half ounce. What I do like about tungsten is, like, let's say a half ounce tungsten is going to be half the size of a half ounce lead jig. So it's nice. You get that smaller profile out of something that weighs the same as a bigger lead jig. So yeah, it's really nice with the tungstens, but I've never seen a really big tungsten yet. I agree, Max. I really agree. Yep. And that's something I'm sure you could answer for me, Max, but I know for a fact, and it's funny, and I'm throwing this out there right now, guys, for any of the companies out there that you buy from and you say, oh, it's got to be American made, right? Especially on tungsten. I'm just telling you right now, none of the tungsten are made in America. None of them. All right. From what I've been told, and this is from manufacturers and stuff, we don't have anything hot enough to melt down tungsten in the US. We just don't. So that all gets done. I guess all the tungsten that you buy is bought overseas. Now, maybe in Japan they do. I bet they do because of how far they are along in the fishing trade over there. But I'm betting that they melt it down over there. And then now, if you do buy American-made tungsten jigs, they're actually, again, they're melted down and made across seas, but then they're probably painted here. They will be made to look good and everything in the States. But as far as melting down and that, it's all done overseas. So, oh, I hear you. Yeah, the no ice thing sucks. That's what I thought, Nikki. I've never fished it, but I thought they had to be that big. And I've never, you can look online. I know Widowmaker doesn't have one that big yet, and I've never seen one. The only other company I know of that makes Northland or makes tungsten jigs that big are Northland, and I don't think they have a 1 ounce. Biggest I've seen from them is a half. So, yep, I don't think they're up to that size yet as far as making giant tungstens, and I'm sure it's really expensive to make that much tungsten. It would probably cost a whole lot for a 1 ounce tungsten jig. Now, the other thing I want to show you, I showed you these last summer, but they do have a couple new colors out that I really like. This is the Shimmer Jig by Widowmakers. This is probably my favorite color that they've come out with. the blue, white, and chrome. I mean, that is going to be that to me. That's perfect minnow color in the water. That is going to look so much like a minnow. So that is their newest shimmer jig color right there, and I think it's going to be awesome. Again, these are tungsten as well. Also, they've got these new bubble gum. The heads of the jigs are bubble gum, and then they got them in these nice new colors there. So I think these are going to be really good colors as well. Yep. This spring, I'm going to be tossing a lot of these. Absolutely. As long as I don't toss them right now off the table. But yeah, like I said, guys, this week I've got a new video coming up for you that's never been on the channel. I will have a snowshoe rabbit, well, snowshoe hare hunt will be on coming on Wednesday, and then me and Rick are planning to get down to Saginaw and fish the river either tomorrow or Wednesday. So that'll be on the Saturday video. That'll be the next coming up. Hopefully, if we catch fish. Otherwise, it ain't going to be a video. Um, but I'm hoping. Yeah, it looks like a yep, shiner or smelt. Exactly. It's the perfect minnow color. It's going to be great. I do want to show you guys though, because I know a lot of you were excited to or wanting to get one. My last little beaver that you seen in the video is all tanned up. Okay. And I'm trying something new with the tans. It's coming out so nice and soft, a lot flimsier than it was before. They're coming out really nice. I am doing something different with them. And again, the fur is incredible. So tonight's auction, I will have this smaller beaver is going to go up on the auction. Now, Joe won the last beaver. If you guys remember, I was putting in like, oh, what the heck were we doing? We were bidding ahead of time on whether or not I caught a beaver, and whoever got the highest bid won it. Well, it was Joe from up here that lives in Curtisville that won it, and I did. The first beaver I caught was a really big one, so he did win that one. It was 55 pounds, so that's great. He's going to love that. It's already tanned and ready to go here. So tonight, though, I'm going to auction off that beaver. I'm also going to auction off, I just tanned this muskrat, just finished it yesterday. And again, I'm doing something different and it's turning out really nice. I'm going to invest in something that I think will make these even more professional. And I'll probably start doing this full time. I mean, that's a beautiful tan and that was just done yesterday. So faced and everything intact. So that will be up tonight for auction, as well as the smaller beaver. And then I've got a beaver skull, a big one. Now with this beaver skull, there's the two bottom teeth need to be glued in. They keep trying to, or top teeth. Yeah, top teeth keep trying to fall out. So I got to glue them in with some Gorilla Glue or something. But it's really easy to do. I hate when I have to do it, but sometimes it just happens when the skulls get cleaned. The teeth, especially on these older beavers, their teeth will get loose and just slide out. But yeah, I'm going to auction off this big beaver skull tonight. And that was from a big beaver. And also I've got a possum, which I'm telling you guys, possums are probably my favorite skull because they have some wicked sharp teeth. Look at those teeth. Isn't that awesome? I mean, those are some pretty big fangs right there for a possum, big and sharp. So, yep, I'm going to be auctioning off the possum skull, the beaver skull, a muskrat pelt, and a beaver pelt. So, yeah, bubblegum is, yep, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Yep, clear water, especially like the Asable River, man. Bubblegum is my jam. Beaver pelt sold. Hey, Jack, how you doing, buddy? Oh man, Jack for Christmas got me some solar panels. I'm going to be trying something new this year in the shanty. Hopefully we get ice good enough, but I want to try it in the shanty with the solar panels where I can keep my my stuff charged up in there, like my cameras and everything. And then he also got me some lights, a string of lights that I can actually put around inside the shanty that plug right into the solar panel and stuff. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be epic. I'm really hoping we can get some good ice here soon. It should be pretty awesome. Just bought the panfish pounder. Oh, cool, man. Awesome. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. It's kind of it's almost like a race, you know, on because there's me and another guy that has a pro pack, and me and him are kind of going head to head right now. I've been trying to whoop his butt on there, and I got a message the one day from Ryan that I was behind, that The other guy was ahead of me, so I was like, "Oh, I don't think so." That's why I made that ad. So if you guys are looking for a cool pack, just to get set up with, all my favorite oh, freedom baits like this awesome little white frogman here. If you guys want to find my favorite baits, go to freedombaits.com and you can go to their pro staff page and find the pro packs. I have my own LT Outdoors panfish pounder pack, and if you buy those, it helps me out. So yeah, the chompers on the beaver, yeah, it's insane, man. These teeth, I've pulled the teeth too out before, the front teeth, and one of these days I'll probably make a necklace out of them, but they are huge because they go down quite a ways down in there. So you pull these out and they're probably, well, they're more than twice his size, so really big. Yeah, beavers are pretty amazing creatures. Beaver denture paste, yeah. Something like that, man. I use Gorilla Glue. I mean, it doesn't come out the nicest, you'll end up with some runs in there and everything, but I sure try. I'm glad you're doing good, bro. Glad you're doing good. Happy New Year, Jack. Awesome. Thanks, Don. Yeah, I'm telling you, the Freedom Baits plastics, there's something, and I'm not saying this because I'm with them. I don't even care if I was with them or not. There's something about the texture. They're super, super soft, like a really good gummy bear. And they don't, I mean, yeah, you can rip them easy yourself, but as far as fish pulling on them, they don't rip that easy. On one frogman last year, I caught over 50 fish on one frogman through the ice. So, yeah, they're really great baits, and they're not much. They're, as far as prices go for plastics, they're not on the high end. So yeah, yep. I am with Freedom. Yep, Freedom baits are they're my favorite brand, and their glow stuff is nuts, man. Yeah, their glow plastics. They have to I've showed them off before on here. I should have showed them again, but intensive. Yeah, they've got it's cool. They got a black one that they call radioactive, and I've showed it once on here. It's pitch black. You shine it up with a UV light, and it turns bright green. I mean, there is no other company that I know of that has anything that does that. It's super cool. Thanks, Jack. It does, yeah. I'm a sucker for gummies, so I know me a good gummy bear. Trust on that. But yeah, Freedom Baits are awesome. But that's what, like I said, I wanted to try Widowmaker's new stuff. When I said that, going down to Saginaw, I wanted to try their new tungsten jigs. And I know I could get away with not using the real heavy stuff right now. That current shouldn't be bad. But I want to rig one of these up with Freedom Baits, one of their either Barracudas or a little Bonita. I think the Bonita would be fire right now down there. So that was my plan. And again, I'll also bring the ice rod with with like a jigging wrap or something just in case. But they don't sell the scent extra, Don, but I know that their plastics are scented. I do know that they've got a strong anise scent with them. I'll have to try that, Bill. I've never had the Fleet Farm ones, man. I'm always adventurous when it comes to gummies. I'm out looking for the best of the best. So I will have to try those. But yeah, this week, guys, I am again. I did go out and do the. For those of you that watched my ice fishing video, it was meant to be funny more than anything on Fletcher's because obviously there's no ice up here. It doesn't matter where you go. But I did it just to show you guys that there was no ice. Now, I really think that this weekend I can find some ice somewhere, some safe ice. I am going to do some traveling for this weekend, and I am planning on getting on the ice. So I wish I could, Chris, but I'm telling you right now, my beaver spots are tapped out. There is more people trapping this year than I have ever seen before, and I'm sure beaver trapping at least. And I know it's because of the beaver market, and it's gotten ridiculous. I mean, every spot I pull up to that looks like a great beaver spot, man, I can set the best traps and then nothing, and I know they're getting trapped out. So It's been tough on me, man. Between that and not having any snow, this time of year, the animals are supposed to be working really hard to find their food, making them travel more, working sets harder. None of that was going on, so these animals just weren't cooperating. And when I was only catching a possum here, a rabbit here, I mean, it's not paying for any gas at all, not paying for anything. You've had a lot of rain down there, Barry? Uh, I was worried about that. Nice and soft, man. That's the best. Hey, Be Real. Thank you. Happy New Year. Much love, man. Maple nut goodies. Oh, I wish we had a Fleet Farm over here. Honestly, Brandon, well, for Gogebic, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna want to use wigglers. Every person I've talked to that's ever fished up there, that is the bait of choice. If you use other stuff, I guess you just don't do that good. I've never fished up there, but from because wigglers, I guess, are a very natural thing on Gogebic. So yeah, everybody that I have ever talked to said that that's the way to go. So honestly, I mean, if you want to play around with some plastics, I would try the Widowmaker Hornet. That's the closest thing you'll find to a wiggler underwater. I would use that and probably, I guess, depending on the depth of water you're fishing in, because if you're in deep, deep water, you want to fish something a little heavier to get down faster. But I'd say a 5 mil tungsten or something would be perfect to get it down there. But try out the Hornet because I really think that's going to be your best bet as far as looking like a wiggler pattern. So if you guys haven't already, please hit that thumbs up. I see I got 41 of you watching and only 17 thumbs up. I also want to say again, Happy New Year to all of you. Much love. Thank you guys for helping the channel be what it is. I didn't get to my goal. I was hoping that by the first I was going to hit 10,000 was my goal for the season subscribers, but I didn't get even close to that. And I was hoping that today I would hit 8. I'm getting really close. I don't even think I need 100 now to get 8, but 8,000, but I haven't. So, yeah, I don't think it's going to happen, but fun anyway. They don't even have it in the UP. Oh, ice, you mean? Yeah, yeah, that's what it's looking like, Be Real. It's sad. Yep. I mean, right now, as far I have talked to UP guys, and as far as I know, there's no ice anywhere. But the way that things are looking, I mean, we are in our highs have dipped down in the 30s. Our lows are all 20s. Towards the end of the week, we've got nonstop. I mean, 20s as highs. We are going to be building ice here really soon. It's just we got to be patient. Sadly, uh, not that I've seen, Brad. You've seen my numbers. I didn't get. I mean, $5 for a small beaver, fleshed and dried. For me, that's not very much, man. I don't know, Dan. I wanted to. I actually wanted to go down and set up a table for that one, but I don't think I'm gonna. I don't know. Yeah, Wiggler. Thanks, Bill. Yep, Wigglers for sure. Thank you, Chris. I mean, I'm not done trapping. Don't get me wrong. In fact, with the snow, this is what we need. We just if you didn't hear already, we got snow right now. It's been snowing all afternoon. So we do have snow. It is going to help out a lot for trapping wise. Now, pretty soon I am going to get into I'm not going to mess with beavers so much until spring. I love running for spring beaver. I have plans already to hit whole new water sections that I've never touched, so it should be really exciting. Should see a lot of cool stuff, but I'm going to be trapping um, for weasels mostly soon. I'm going to set out a bunch of my weasel pelts, or traps. Where does one sell the pelts? I always went to there's a lot of fur places. Be Real. I always went to J&K Fur Exchange in Whittemore, but there are also traveling fur buyers like the one that I last went to that didn't pay me very much. So it's kind of you really got to be careful who you deal with. So hey, Rob, happy New Year, buddy. Bad signal at Amy's. All right, well, happy New Year to you and Amy. Oh yeah, for sure, Mike. Yep, gonna be low levels everywhere, but that's gonna be good for me on the muskrat front for next season. I think I'm gonna have some new little marshy type spots. I don't think they're gonna, Brandon. I wouldn't count on a lot of ice by then at least, but there's gonna be ice by then, but I wouldn't count on a lot of it, man. Yep, even up there because I know they don't have ice yet. Yeah, mine didn't average nowhere near that. You're welcome, Be Real. You're welcome. Yeah, definitely should be ice by then for sure. Yep. We're gonna have ice, you guys. Like I said, if you watch the weather, the thing you got to look for is the lows for the most part, and highs too. If you've still got highs rocking up in the 40s, that's never good. I mean, as soon as I seen those the past week and both weeks, really, I knew we were screwed. I mean, that ice, we had good ice starting back in November, which was nuts. And then when December hit, boom, we were back in the 40s. We had a couple 50s. That stuff just destroys it. But we've got 30s is going to be our average in the daytime, which is good. That doesn't warm the water up real fast. And it takes longer for the water to warm than it does to cool down. So once it's cooling down like this, it stays cold for a good bit. Um, so our night temps being in the 20s, and I mean some of the lows are getting down towards the teens and probably will reach the teens. And when that happens, man, that ice really settles in. And I'm going to say it again. I think by next weekend or a little bit later, I think we're going to have ice. I'm going to keep checking and reporting for you guys, but I don't think it's going to be long at all. Yeah, I don't ever plan on being that kind of stupid, but I mean, who knows? I might hit that point one day. You might have to lock me down. 4 to 5. Yep. Yep. That's all it takes, man. Yeah, rain and wind are the worst things on ice, absolutely. And it's also bad. Well, all right, I'm gonna switch this back. If we had any ice start last night and then we got this snow today here, couple inches, 2, 3 inches, that snow is going to push down on a little bit of ice, and there is a chance that that could refreeze and make instant safe ice. It has happened a million times where we've had safe ice in a day because of snow pushing down. Now, it's not the best ice. Snow ice is not great ice, but it is better than bad ice. You have to, be a little more careful with it, but it's still you can go from having an inch of ice get pushed down by 3 inches of snow, and then boom, you've got 4 or 5 inches of snow ice overnight. So, it could very well happen. It could. I don't want a bunch of snow on our little ice. I'd rather it had time to gain and grow, but we'll see. Oh, there you go. That's a good idea. Yep. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, thanks, Dusty. Yeah, I should show that. Um, I've had these ones up for a while. Those are, panty pounders over here, are pig pounders, but I've got a new board here. These are all drunken dizzies. I just did an advertisement. I'm going to be making one for YouTube when we're done tonight. I'm going to make one on here. I just posted one on TikTok and Facebook, but those are drunken dizzies. I have over 100 different brands of caps. You can see I've got some over there. There's some down there, but this whole shelf here goes all the way down. It's all Drunken Dizzy's different styles. Some of them are limited. I mean, there's only one or two of one brand, or maybe 12 of another. But yeah, if you guys are looking for some cool ones, there are some good colors and stuff in there. Make sure you jump on them. I've got them all listed on my website. My website's listed on the description under the channel under this link. So, oh, thanks, Chris. Yeah, it's actually Beaver Hub. I had a friend of mine make that up for me. I don't think we got children watching, so I don't mind showing it off, but it's perfect for me. Oh yeah, yeah, it's not good at all. Not on trees. It's real bad. 42 at St. Clair. Wow. Yeah, see downstate though, Max. That's a whole different ball game. I mean, there's been like last year they didn't have fishable ice down that way. Like the channel. I think they fished the channels for a day or two, but it's a whole different world down there. It's getting to be that way up here. I mean, it used to be we would always have ice beginning in December or at least the first couple weeks of December, and it's not like that anymore. We have a few months of good ice, and it's not the past few years. It just gets worse and worse every year. And I really hope that it doesn't continue to do so because eventually, if it keeps progressing in a bad way, we might not have ice. So that's gonna suck. You're welcome, Dusty. You're welcome. Like I said, I've got all these lures listed on my website too. So no, no red dog. Like I said, I can't find them anywhere, Don. I looked online. I was gonna buy them. The only ones I did find, they would have costed me more than I could sell them for. So they would have costed more than I sell the entire lure for just for the bottle cap. So yeah, I couldn't do that. They're considered vintage. Not very good, Kevin. I've been rolling lately. I'll tell you. I really have. I don't sleep good not knowing I don't have anything to do in the morning. It's kind of a bum, really. Yeah, I mean, I trust me, I will probably put traps out this week, but it's going to be, again, it'll be weasel boxes, and I'm not going to get crazy with it again till March. If you guys didn't know already, for those of you that are Michigan trappers, they did bump our coon season up. I think it was last year they made it, but it goes till the end of March. So for last year, we lost our ice early in March. I mean, it was like the first week of March. So that would have been perfect for trapping coons. If we lose ice again early, I'm going to be hitting those coons the entire month of March, and I'm going to try for some crazy numbers. And same with beaver, I'll hit those as well. Thank you, sis. All right, I'll do that just for you, Don. I will when I get off tonight, I will order some. How many do you want? Just so I don't order too many, because like I said, they're pretty expensive. I guess that's something I could do too, guys. If there is ever a brand that I don't have on my website, or because I do have a few still left that I haven't listed on the website, but for the most part, they're up here on the wall. And again, there's a lot of brands. I have brands from the Netherlands, and I mean, I have a Hawaiian brand. I mean, they're all over the place. And again, there's some really cool colors, so make sure you check them out. But if there is a brand that you would rather have that I don't have, let me know and I'll get 6 or 8. I'll get them for you. Something I can do. All right, no problem, Don. Well, honestly, Max, I usually I'm only down there long enough to get a limit, or if I limit out fast, usually I limit out in a few hours down there. And if I limit out that quick, I normally don't mind staying an extra hour or two just to slay fish, because I mean it's nothing to get 100 fish down there in 4 or 5 hours. But it's all going to depend. I mean, I was shocked at how much snow we had. I mean, we weren't supposed to get any accumulation today. It just said few snow showers, and it snowed all afternoon. So it got stupid. And if you guys aren't on Facebook and didn't see my New Year's resolution, it is to slap a weatherman. That is my resolution for the year. Not a problem, Don. You're welcome. Always happy to help. Oh, don't get me started, Kevin. Don't get me started. Oh, I will burn them. I will burn all those hoodies. I still haven't done that yet. It's been on my mind. All right, I'm going to start doing the auctions. I'll start off with the beaver. I know Jack's probably back there just drooling because I know it's past time. I said I would do it, but I'm going to auction off this little beaver here that I did. Again, it's really beautifully tanned. I wish you could see how nice that is up front, up close, but it is absolutely gorgeous. And again, it's super flexible. I'm doing it a different way, so it's nice and flexible, almost like paper now, and it will look really nice on the wall. So this is what I'm going to auction off now is the little beaver. Jack put in at 50 bucks. Jack's my brother, and he's been begging for a beaver, so we're in at $50 right now on the beaver, guys. Oh boy. That's not good, Bill. That's not good at all. Yeah, I'm hoping, like I said, I'm gonna keep an eye on the forecast. I really hope it's not gonna be too bad down there, but if it is, we'll hold off till like Wednesday or something. All right, 50 bucks right now, guys. Jack Smalley's got her $50 for this nice, it's a kit beaver, but again, it turned out beautiful. And I mean, it's all brushed out and the hair is absolutely gorgeous, totally prime. But right now we're at 50 bucks. I'm going to let it go for another 30 seconds at 50. And if nobody bids, then Jack will have her at 50. And I appreciate it. And I'm getting really good at this, at keeping the ears in and all that stuff. So, yep, works out really nice. I think when I get off tonight, I'll probably order a, I guess I can get a palm sander for 20 bucks. I want to try that out too. But, all right, $50, guys. My clock's still messed up on here. So I'm going to go 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You got her, Jack. The only bid. The only bid, Jack. Congrats. I know you've been wanting one. And you're going to really like this. It turned out gorgeous, man. And like I said, I did something new with it where it's extremely soft. And I'm excited to start doing this with all my animals. I think next year, if I can get this down pat, I'm getting better each time. If I can get it down pat, then I will start doing all of them this way because that's the way to go. I know I've talked to a couple friends with stores that have already said they would sell them in their stores. So yeah, thank you very much, Jack. I hope you enjoy it. It'll look really nice on the wall, man. All right. Next up, guys, is the muskrat. Like I said, this one turned out, it's already getting the nice brown leather color to it. It's drying out so nice and fuzzy. I mean, it's getting really good. But this is the first one that I've been able to do where I didn't tear the face up all bad. Last year, I was tearing the nose off. It's not easy to keep a muskrat intact because their skin is so brittle and it's so thin. And when you have to peel the thing, you have to roll it back inside out. You know, because when you tan it originally, it was out the skin side out. So had to do it the other way, but it's a really nice one. This is a big muskrat. It's about as big as they get. Super prime. So yeah, there is Brandon. I believe it's just LT Outdoors. I can go through um, on my original videos and check, but I'm pretty sure it's LT Outdoors is what it is. I don't think there's anything special. It should tell on one of my older videos. That's something I got to start doing too, is getting back into making my ads. I didn't want to do that during trapping season because my only ad person really was Bass Brothers, so there was no point in me running ads for everybody at that point. But let's see. Okay, thank you, Don. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's right. Yep. Capital L, capital T, capital O. I forgot all about that. Much appreciated. I had such a hard time making that. I was always having to redo it. So thank you for that. All right, thank you, Neil. Appreciate it, man. We're at $15, guys. 15 bucks for this muskrat right here. Again, it's prime, tanned out beautifully. This is the best one I've done yet, and I'm gonna start doing it to all of them. Can't wait to get another possum to do up too. They look really good. But we are at 15 right now. Neil's got it for 15 bucks. Yeah, it definitely helps me out too with Widowmaker, so I appreciate it. If you guys ever order from Widowmaker, please use the discount code if you get a chance because it does help. So, $15. Neil's got it right now at $15. I'm gonna let it go for 20 more seconds. We're at $15, guys. $15. And I shouldn't. This probably won't cost much for shipping. I should be able to get away with shipping it to you, no problem, because I can get it in a bubble package. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2. You got her, Neil. 15 bucks, buddy. Thank you very much. That is a beautiful prime muskrat. You're welcome, Neil. You're gonna like it, man. It's gonna look really good. It's gonna look really good on there. The name of the plastics that I like to use, Frogman. The Frogman is my absolute favorite, so I definitely recommend getting that one. Um, oh, the ones to use up there at Gogebic, the Hornet. Get the Hornet, and not the big one. They do make sure you pick the right one because they've got a new one that's I believe 3 inches. You're gonna want the smaller one so that it looks like a nice little wiggler down there. Make sure you just get the regular size Hornet, and it will do really well. I know it will. I mean, the big one might too. I don't know because they are big perch up there, but I would go with the regular one. Well, we were just gonna fish the Saginaw River, Max. As far as I know, it was supposed to only be 5 to 10 mile an hour. I'm hoping it's gonna stay that way, but um, we shall see. Because tomorrow it was supposed to be 5 to 10, and so was Wednesday. That's why I said Wednesday might be the other day. Yeah, you might as well, Brandon. It doesn't hurt to have the other one because the other one too is excellent. I mean, we caught a lot of bass and fish in the summertime on the other one. I don't have oh, they're right here actually. I can show you them. This is the big size Hornet right here. I only have a 14 footer. Oh, you're asking Max. Sorry. This is the bigger one. And again, it's got all these crazy appendages and it's got the little hook tail. The hook tail is what really makes me think it'll look like a wiggler in the water because that's what the wigglers have. But this is the big one. And I do think that that'll work fine for perch under the ice. And then the small Hornets. Oh, let's see. That's the bonito, which is a perfect little minnow substitute. That's what I'd like to use on the Saginaw if I get a chance to get down there. Now these are the little Hornets. These little guys, they're itty bitty, but man, they look so much like a wiggler down there under the water. Look at that bad boy. Yeah, the Hornet is just an awesome lure. Between that, the Hornet and the Frogman are my two favorites. And then probably under that would be the Bonita and the Hellcat. Oh yeah, they would definitely mock wigglers good. Yep, absolutely. That's why I say I think they would be top dog if you want to try some plastics for them instead of wigglers because that'll save you on the bait too, man. Having to buy a bunch because you know wigglers are expensive anymore. Oh, I get it, Max. Yeah. Well, the river itself, for if it was to say 5 to 10, the river is usually not bad. It doesn't get the winds that you would out on the bay, but I get you though. I don't like the waves either. All right, now I'm going to ask this before I even put it up for auction. That way I don't sit here and run my mouth out and dry my throat. Does anybody want to bid on these skulls before I try to auction them? Because I don't want to auction them if nobody wants them. Again, I've got a beaver skull that I need to glue these teeth in because that's going to drive me nuts. But I got a beaver skull and a possum skull. Oh, thanks, Jen. Have a happy new year. I appreciate you. And thanks again for getting me on my first bunny. It was nice meeting the cute little puppy dogs you got. All right, no problem, Bill. Yep, no problem. Yeah, I can wait. I can wait till next week to auction off the skulls. I can That'll give me time to glue that beaver head back, the beaver teeth back in. Not a problem at all. You'll take them both for 60? All right. That sounds good. Would you like me to glue the teeth in before I send it to you, or do you want to glue them in yourself? Because they will stay in. I'll make sure when I send it, it'll be rubber banded together so that they stay in. But once it tips over, they'll fall out. They just slip right in and out. They just got to get a little bit of glue in there. But very much appreciated, Don. Thank you. You can glue them? Okay. Thank you very much. I will send them out to you tomorrow then. Like I said, the possum is really cool. It's got, I mean, the teeth on I love the shape of a possum skull as it is. It's just a goofy, it's not shaped like any other animal. I mean, look at that big top knot. There's no other animal out there like this. I mean, it's really weird. You just don't see that on other animals. The possum is just a really cool looking animal. So, yep. But that is a neat skull. They've got big sharp teeth. So, hey, Michigan Fishing Nation, how you doing, buddy? I appreciate it. Thank you. I have pride in keeping it clean. I really try my best. I wish I could go through my original videos there, and there was a few bad words in some of my first videos I made, and I'd like to eventually go through and redo them and make them good because yeah, I think there's too much trash out there. Kids don't need to be seeing that. And I know there is a lot of kids that follow this channel. So nope, you ain't gotta worry about shipping, Don. Thank you though. Yes, that is exactly right, Kevin. But the thing is though, usually that only happens if the ice has been on but not safe. Let's say you get an two and it keeps coming and going and not staying safe. Then it gets safe, then yeah, because the fish have been stuck under that ice for a while with no oxygen or lack of oxygen, and it messes up their system. They slow down, they don't bite as good. I mean, it just gets bad. But because of the fact that this water has been wide open, I think they're going to be biting just fine. I mean, they have no problem. In fact, right now they're probably hungry because there ain't going to be as many bugs. It ain't been warm enough. I mean, it's warm enough where they've got food, but once the ice does get on, it should be pretty good. I think we will have a first ice bite for a bit, as long as we don't get just a little bit that sticks for 2 weeks or something. That's what'll screw you. But I really think we'll be good. Thank you, sis. Yeah, if you guys haven't already hit that thumbs up, I appreciate it. Oh, trust me, Chris, I don't know either, man. I it's funny though, it didn't I was taking it as a joke right up until the guy passed me. Once he passed me and continued to run the mouth about me and the things that he said, I think what got me the most angry was the fact that he was telling bad things to the women that he was with. Those nice ladies, he was, they all they asked was an easy question. What does he trap? And oh, anything with a heartbeat. That guy doesn't care. He kills them all. He started making me seem like the worst person in the world. And I don't understand that. If people realized how much I truly love animals, I mean, I like animals more than people, hands down. And if I get a chance to save an animal, if I see an animal in trouble or something, I'm helping them. I mean, I do love all animals, I truly do. But trapping and hunting and stuff's a passion of mine. I enjoy that too. So you just have to balance it out. And I know for a fact that what I'm doing helps the animals, especially raccoons. The raccoon market has been down for so long. Nobody's trapping them. I do nuisance control trap work, guys, for 2 different counties. You'd be amazed how many calls I get in the summertime of coons that have distemper. And distemper is not something to mess around with. That can easily pass on to your dogs. All it takes is touching them to pass that stuff on. So, yeah, you don't want anything contacting your dogs or your pets with distemper. And that's kind of stuff it takes, man. So, I don't know. People just don't get it. The vampire deer. Yeah, I've talked about them before on here, but, if you guys didn't know already, I do have, I've done a couple skulls. I should have had one ready here, but, I've got a couple skulls here that have canines in their front teeth for the deer. And if you didn't know this already, back in the prehistoric days, deer did have canines. It shows from their fossils and stuff that they had canines. And what's cool about that is some of our deer today, our whitetails, still carry the genes from the prehistoric period. They're still carrying on that. And although the teeth are very small now, you won't see them until you skin them out. Even you're not going to notice them through the skin, but once you skin them out, you'll see them clear as day. I'll have to show a little video of the one I've got up here right now. I'm waiting on the guy to come pick it up, but it's definitely a really neat experience. They're very few and far between and absolutely amazing. There are deer. There's a deer species across seas that still has fangs. They still do carry that gene, but it's crazy though to think that a whitetail, could still have fangs almost that big. It's nuts. Just something you don't expect. Really something you don't expect. What do you mean there, John? No, I never had, Chris. That's the funny thing. I never had. I did not know that person. When he was coming up, I wave at I'm just a nice guy. I wave at everybody. I try to be nice to everybody until they give me a reason not to. And this guy, I waved at him and he waved back and then he goes, "Are you that trapper boy?" And I said, "Yes." And that was when he started in with, "Oh no, dead animals on the river. We thought you'd passed away. We thought your days were numbered." I'm like, wow, who is this guy? And I showed off the picture to a bunch of my friends in Oscoda that canoe and stuff, and they didn't know him. So who knows? Who knows where that guy was from? Thank you, Bill. Yeah, I know, right? That would be an absolute shame, Kevin. I tell you, if those women hadn't been with him that day, that might have happened. Oh, for sure, Bill. Yeah, for sure. It definitely could have, Chris, because I've been known to jump on a few people, but I've been getting better at that. No, they definitely have the Hornet. I'll send a link to you when I get off of here, Brandon. I'll make a note of it. They got them on there. They got both sizes too, but yeah, I'll make a note to message you. The Hellcat's cool too, but to me that one wouldn't really resemble a Wiggler. Not a problem, Brandon. No, not at all, John. I gotcha. Yeah, that's the thing. People they really don't understand. And it really I know I shouldn't hold a grudge against people that are that stupid, but I really do. I really do. Hey PA, how you doing? I hope you're having a great season. Mine's about done well, it is done, I guess I should say, for this year for sure. But I am going to be slowing down. I won't be trapping real hard again till March. That's when our coon season goes till the end of March, and I know we're going to have a good thaw in March, and that's when obviously those big boar coons will be out running, chasing women around, and it's going to be a good time. So I'm definitely excited to get into that trapping and still getting the beavers and that. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to try and do the critter count every year for you guys too. I really have fun doing it, and it helps me keep up with my goals. I can look at those numbers and be like, oh, I gotta go more than that. I'm still trying for a minimum of 50 beavers this year, so I'm halfway there. I really think I can do it, especially come springtime. I guess it depends though if many other trappers out there this year chasing beavers that they might have already trapped my spots out too. So who knows? I might not have any animals to catch now, but I'm surely gonna try, and I am trying for 100 raccoons. I'm not done with that yet. I'm gonna try to get them. Oh, I'm sorry about that, PA. I know I mean, the season itself, the weather's been messed up, and it's really causing a lot of issues with trapping. I was really hoping to get my first bobcat this year, but that didn't happen. The season's been done since Friday. I will go after him though. That's another video that hopefully you guys will see. I'm going to start going out with my Fox Pro game call. Rick just got some night vision binoculars, and we're going to see if we can get us a bob kitty. So happy New Year's, Lloyd. Thank you, buddy. I hope it's good for you too. Oh, there you go. The beaver set should be good. I did, John. Yep, I did. Thank you. If you guys didn't already know, I did get a vehicle. I mentioned it in earlier tonight's post. I've got a truck now. The new LT Outdoors mobile is called the Green Hornet. It's a green GMC Sonoma 2000, and it cost me $2,000. I have to come up with all the money by the end of January. So tonight's money from the skulls and the pelts and that's going to go right into the truck. So working at it. But once I get the truck paid off, then I can start using the extra money to go driving and travel. But I'm hoping I can travel more now with the truck. Hopefully that'll open some doors so that maybe I can go to Wisconsin again this summer or, in the spring or fall, travel to another state. I've got dreams. I need a good vehicle to do it. So thanks, Chris. Thank you. It's a fun time, man. It is definitely fun making that count. It really is. I used to just do it on the wall, I'd have a sheet of paper I would keep up with and just tally, but I mean, I enjoy making things as it is. So for me, adding little pictures and putting numbers, it's all just something fun for me to do. So I believe I'm at 39 raccoons right now, PA. Thanks, Brad. Happy New Year to you too, buddy. Hope you have a good night. Wow. Yeah, I had some dirt hole sets out and I was shocked. I wasn't even getting a possum. To be honest, Kevin, nobody wants coons anyway, so I'm gonna tan them. The fur is gonna be fine in the spring if you're tanning it. It's still gonna be the only thing that you get in the springtime is rub marks because especially the boars coming in and out of their holes, they can get some rubs where they'll have some thin hair, and that happens with coyotes and stuff too. But yeah, the fur is still gonna be fine in March and that. Yeah, it takes them a bit to get there because really, what you got to think about as far as the fur being good, it's their winter coat, so you got to figure they're not going to lose that coat until it really starts to get warm. It's got to be past that cold part before they start losing the nice coat. So thank you, Bill. Thank you very much, man. Yeah, Wisconsin would be probably insane for beavers. I'd love to get up there too. The T Rex was fun, but man, he wouldn't stop eating those beavers. He couldn't hold them back. Thank you very much, Lloyd. If you guys haven't already, please give a thumbs up before you get off. I appreciate it. 40 to 50 coons. That's pretty good, man. That's just this season? I thought you weren't doing very good. That sounds good to me. Well, next year I'm focusing on coyotes pretty hard, but I am also going to try and call some too because while I'm calling bobcats, I might as well. I've got the Fox Pro. It's the expensive Fox Pro. I bought it a few years ago. It's got all the great calls in it. It's got the spinny tail on top, so I'm ready to go. I think for me, what kills me is I don't have a great rifle. I don't really have a rifle. I got 30-06, and I don't want to shoot them with that because it just blow them right up. It would mess the fur right up. So thank you, John. Yeah, it seems like a good truck. I know I got to get front shocks for it. I know it needs the muffler. I already ordered the muffler donut. That's or exhaust donut. It's on its way right now, and the one tire's leaking, so I got to get that too. But hey, there you go. That's a good idea, PA. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, early season's definitely the way to go. If I didn't even start my trapping until November, so it was already getting cold. If I would have started October, I'm gonna next year not screw around. October 1st is when I should be trapping the coons, and I can hammer them. So yeah, it's got the 4.3, Kevin. Shotguns plenty. See, my problem up here, I mean, I guess if I tried to hunt the swamps, but most of the areas up here that I would hunt would be the fields. So I would have to, I can't see that. I know I could get them in the swamp to come close with a shotgun, but I don't know about field shots. 223 would be perfect. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a good one, John, for sure. Yeah, 243. I definitely would like to get a good predator gun because I trust me, I want to hunt them. I just don't have the right stuff. Oh, I hate when that happens. I had a guy shoot one on me before too when I got up there and I was angry. He shot it with a 9 millimeter and shot the head, and I didn't want that. He put a big hole in the head. Well, I'm gonna get off, guys. It is my time. Again, thank you all for getting on here. I guess I can't ship things out tomorrow. I don't think New Year's Dave has or New Year's Dave. New Year's Day, I don't think has mail. I'll look it up, but I don't think it does. So I'll have to ship the next day. But again, thank you guys very much for getting on here. Thank you for a great year, every one of you. I appreciate everybody getting on every year. It makes my day every weekend that you guys hop on, and it's always nice meeting new people. We've had a lot of new guys come on this year and girls, so it's been just a fun year to meet people. Again, I love you all. I appreciate you all. Thanks for everything and all the support. I hope you have a great week and a great new year, and I will chat with you next Sunday.